Hello everybody, so I'm going to show a little video of how you can build your Substrate Node Template and also use the Substrate Front End Template to deploy a front end interface that you can interact with and with your Substrate Node um, development node. So here I'm building the release node for my Substrate Node template and it'll start building. So next I'm going to go over and check out my Substrate Front End Template code. So right around here, let's see. Yeah, got the new tab. Gonna change over to the front end template that I have. I think I'm going to actually go through the code and probably purge the front end template that I have and then just start from scratch because I was having some inconsistent behavior from another project that I was working on. So here I'm just going through code, checking out the README. So this is what the repository for the Substrate front end template looks like. So you can go through here, check it out, read through the README, and I'll give you some good information here. Yeah, you have our public source, and your packages. So typically this is what it'll look like whenever you load it into whatever IDE you're using. The one I'm using is VS Code, so and it seemed to be like the best option. I tried to do it through Vim, but it was taking a little more time than I wanted to spend on just setting up the Vim environment. So the VS Code one's pretty decent. You have to maneuver around a lot of different configuration settings, but if you play with it enough, you'll be able to kind of strip it down to the bare bones and add the right plugins. And I'll create a video for those plugins that you need to have loaded into your VS Code IDE. So here I'm just going to remove that front end template. And after this finishes, I'm going to just reclone the repository and then build the project and then start it up. All right, here we are. So I should be changing into the directory that, there it is right there, the Substrate Front End Template. And there we go. And this will take a little while to build. I was doing this during the cargo build as well, because cargo build is going to take some time. So something to keep in mind is it does take a long time to do builds, and it's going to be a lot different than your traditional development environment where you can kind of go really fast and do whatever with your environments. This one, it takes a long time to build, so you got to be really conscious of the time and how much time it takes to implement a change or anything like that. So this should be finishing up here pretty soon. There we are. And I fast forward the time because look at that, 34 minutes, 57 seconds for the cargo build. That's that's what I was talking about. So here we are. I'm gonna deploy a developer node here, and this is the command set that you would use. And we have that dev temp because after you stop your node and kill the process, really the chain state won't be saved, and you can start from scratch whenever you redeploy it. So here you are. You're seeing your transactions and your blocks being generated. Okay. So I believe now I'm gonna start the front end. So just run, not the right one, yarn start. This will be the front end template will deploy, and I can look at my chain state, my chain explorer, and I can simulate a transaction and show you how that can be executed and then verified. And also you can validate the information in within a transaction from what I will show you, Bob transferring 1 unit over to Charlie, who had no units. So let's see where we're at. Starting development server. Right on. And here we are. Here's that front end. You can see the current block, the finalized block to the right of it. Here are your wallets, Alice and Bob's. We're going to end up using Bob's wallet to transfer to Charlie's. If you can see down below, Charlie has nothing. And let's make his day. If you see down further, you'll see like JRW, Polkadot, JS, Kobo, Polkadot, Kobo Kusama. These are some wallets that I had. I moved to the Brave browser, but this is in Microsoft's, or not Microsoft, Mozilla Firefox's browser. So I had connected my Kobo wallets, that is a cold storage wallet, to generate a Polkadot and Kusama wallet. This is before I even understood it, so I don't really use them anymore, but I might use them in the future to sign my transactions from my cold wallet. All right, so let's start moving forward and run a transaction, right? So I switched over to Bob's wallet here. So in that little, you can change your name to whichever account you have. And we're going to transfer this one to Charlie. As you can see, his public key is right there. We're going to transfer 1 unit. And now you can see that unit's already there, has been populated, the transaction has gone through, and now we have a finalized block hash, so we're going to use that to actually look at the transaction later in the Polkadot JS Explorer. And you'll see there's not much change here because these are, I believe, mega units, so think about how much that is, and that wouldn't reflect within those decimals. So here we are with the events. You can see the transaction from Bob to Charlie here displayed by the public keys and the balance. And here we are. So I'm going to copy this finalized block hash. And go over to the Polkadot.js Explorer. And I'm going to look for that block hash. Here we are. Search. There it is. And here's the information about that transaction. So you have your system extrinsic success, your weight, you have system new account Charlie. So Charlie now has a balance of 1 unit. Bob transferred 1 unit to Charlie. And here's some pre-run time and the seal. So here's some hardware and software specs for you. Thank you for watching.